hand, she sensed something, watching her from the cracks of the dark. Not a person, not an animal, something else. And when the corridor lights flickered, behind her and the door slammed, shut on its own, she realized she wasn't alone. Not tonight, not ever again, because the man she thought was dead was back, and he wasn't alone this time. Ava and Liam had survived monsters before, human and otherwise, but tonight, the darkness wasn't hunting them. It was calling them by name. Ava Reed always believed she was hard to scare. She had grown up around chaos, storms, broken homes, street fights. Her older brothers dragged her into just so. She'd stopped being soft. Fear wasn't new to her. Fear was an old neighbor. But what happened on the night of October 11th, the night everything changed, was something fear couldn't explain, couldn't predict, couldn't soften. It started with a message. A short, blurry video sent to her phone at 2:14 a.m. A dark hallway, a flickering bulb, and someone whispering her name, her full name. Not Ava, not Reed. Ava Danielle Reed. Only one person ever called her that, someone who shouldn't have been alive. She threw her phone on the table and stepped back, her breath tight. No, 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 no. You're dead. The trembling in her fingers said she didn't believe her own words. The scar on her wrist, left by the same man, burned like fresh fire. She wasn't supposed to be alone tonight. Liam should have been here by now. Liam Hayes, the one person who could look at danger and smirk like he'd been waiting for it. He was unpredictable and reckless, but loyal in a way that scared her sometimes. He could be a storm and a shelter all at once, and he was always late. The knock on the door shook her out of her panic. 3 sharp taps, her breath stilled. Not Liam's knock. She grabbed the closest thing she could use as a weapon, her metal water bottle, and crept to the door. She didn't open it. She spoke through the wood. "Who is it?" Silence. Then a whisper so soft it slid under the door like smoke. "Ava Danielle Reed!" Her chest caved in. She stumbled back, heart hammering so aggressively that her vision blurred. No, it wasn't possible. He was dead. She watched him fall. She watched the fire swallow his body. She watched the whole building collapse on him. She had nightmares for months after. Liam held her through many of them. She wasn't imagining this. The voice was real, too real. Her phone lit up again. Another video, same hallway as before, same flickering light, only this time there was movement. A figure, broad shoulders, limping slightly to the left, hands burnt, skin charred like overcooked meat. Ava covered her mouth. "No, you can't be alive." The voice message followed. One sentence. "Come find me, or I'll find you." Her body locked, paralyzed. That was the exact sentence he said before he tried to kill her 2 years ago. Her ex, her nightmare. The man who became a monster long before the fire tried to take him. Nathan Crow. The sound of a motorcycle braking hard. Outside forced movement back into her, freezing limbs. She ran to the window. Liam. He jumped off the bike before it fully stopped. His hair messy, jacket half-zipped, worry cutting sharp across his face. She unlocked the door without thinking, and Liam stormed in. "Ava, I've been calling you. Why didn't you—" She grabbed him and pressed her forehead to his chest, her voice small. "He's alive." Liam's body stiffened. "Who?" She forced the words out. "Nathan." For a moment, Liam didn't breathe. His jaw flexed, fist clenching so tight she heard the leather of his gloves strain. Liam had never hated anyone in his life, not even the man who once stabbed him in the shoulder. But Nathan was different. He had tried to kill Ava. "Tell me everything," Liam said, guiding her to sit. She showed him the videos. He watched in silence, but his breathing sharpened with each second. When the whisper played, his entire expression changed, darkened. "That's not possible," he said, but even he didn't sound convinced. Ava swallowed. "The video." "The hallway. I know that place. It looked like Ridgeway Dorm, the old abandoned one near the forest. They shut it down after the gas leak incident." Liam grabbed his keys. "We're going." Ava stared at him. "You're not scared?" "Of Nathan." Liam scoffed. "I've wanted a rematch since he touched you." She hit his arm. "This isn't funny." "I'm not joking." His eyes softened. "I'm not letting you go alone." The drive was quiet, except for the wind rushing through the cracked window and the hesitation buried deep inside both of them. Ridgeway stood like a corpse of concrete. Tall, hollow, windows broken like missing teeth. The forest behind it hissed with an uneasy wind that sounded too much like whispers. They walked toward the entrance. Ava felt the same pressure in her chest she felt in her nightmares, like something unseen was wrapping fingers around her ribs. The door to the dormitory creaked open on its own. Liam stepped in front of her instinctively. "Stay behind me." They entered. The hallway looked exactly like the video. Same flickering bulb, same peeling paint. The air smelled like wet dust and something metallic. Blood? Burnt wood? She couldn't tell. Ava's flashlight jittered despite her trying to hold it steady. Something moved at the far end of the hall. Not a person. Not an animal. Something crooked. Liam raised the iron rod he had picked up from outside. "Show yourself!" The lights flickered, then stabilized. A tall silhouette stood at the end of the hallway. Ava stopped breathing. Burned hands. Charred skin. The left leg dragging. Nathan. But something was wrong. Horribly wrong. His movements were too rigid. Too jerky. Like his bones remembered death, even if his body didn't. His head tilted at an angle no human neck should bend. Ava stepped back. "Liam, he's different." Nathan's voice came out like a broken speaker. "Ava, you let me die." Liam stepped forward, blocking her. "Touch her and I'll finish the job the fire couldn't." Nathan's burnt lips curled into something that wasn't a smile. "You think fire killed me?" He raised his hand. Something long and black crawled across his arm under the skin like a shadow alive. Ava's legs shook. "Liam, that's not normal. That's not human." Nathan walked forward, body twitching unnaturally. Liam grabbed Ava's wrist. "Run!" They sprinted through the hallway, turning corners, slipping through broken doors. Ava's pulse thundered so violently she couldn't hear anything else, until the whisper came again. Not behind them. Ahead. "Ava!" She froze. Liam yanked her. "Don't stop!" But it was too late. A door slammed shut on its own, cutting them off from the exit. They turned. Nathan stood at the end of the hallway, but his shadow moved differently from his body. It slid across the walls, stretching, crawling like it was hunting separately. Ava's vision blurred. "Liam!" His shadow isn't attached to him. Liam grabbed a fallen pipe from the floor. "Then we kill both." Nathan charged. His footsteps didn't sound like footsteps, more like cracks in the floor. Liam swung first, smashing the pipe into Nathan's jaw. Nathan's neck twisted completely around before snapping back into place like elastic. Ava screamed, grabbed a fire extinguisher, and slammed it into Nathan's back. A streak of black smoke burst out, shrieking like something alive. Nathan shoved Liam so hard he flew across the hall and hit the wall with a sickening thud. "No, Liam!" Nathan grabbed Ava by the throat. His fingers were unnaturally cold, like ice from a morgue. "You let me burn. Now you burn with me." Ava clawed at his arm, choking, vision darkening. Then a deafening metal bang echoed. Liam slammed a fire axe into Nathan's spine. Nathan shrieked, not like a man, like 1,000 voices screaming at once. Black smoke burst violently, filling the hallway, crawling across walls like tentacles. "Ava, run!" Liam shouted. They bolted through the stairwell, stumbling over broken steps. The smoke followed, intelligent, alive, furious. They reached the roof. The wind was freezing. The forest below whispered with unnatural sounds. Ava backed away from the edge, coughing. "Liam, what is he? How is he alive?" Liam wiped blood from his forehead. "He's not alive. And he's not dead either." The roof door blew open. Nathan stepped out. But his shadow came first, stretching like a monster with claws. Ava clutched Liam's jacket. "We can't win. We can't fight that." Liam held her face, forcing her eyes to his. "Ava, look at me. We don't die tonight. Not you, not with me here." Nathan sprinted forward with inhuman speed. Liam shoved Ava aside just as Nathan tackled him. They crashed to the roof floor, fists flying, bones cracking, shadows writhing around them. Ava grabbed the axe again. Her hands shook violently, but she forced herself forward. "Ava, run!" Liam choked. "No," she whispered. "I'm not leaving you." She swung the axe. It sliced into Nathan's shoulder. Black smoke exploded in all directions, covering the sky for a moment like a storm cloud. Nathan screamed and staggered. The shadow on the ground started burning like oil. Liam grabbed Ava's hand. "Now, push him off!" Together they rammed into Nathan, using every ounce of strength they had left. Nathan stumbled backward. The shadow clawed at the ground, screeching. Ava screamed as they pushed with everything in them. Nathan fell off the roof. The shadow tried to crawl back up, then disintegrated into ash. Silence. A long, terrifying silence. Ava collapsed to her knees, sobbing into Liam's chest. Liam held her so tightly it hurt. "It's over," he whispered into her hair. "It's finally over." But Ava didn't feel relief, because she knew one thing about monsters, real ones. They don't die easily, and she had a feeling. This wasn't the last night the darkness would whisper her name.